Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, I got my man Coach Geoff here. We're gonna teach you something called a bucket drill. All right, so you'll never hit a flat ball or too flat ever again. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so I got my man Coach Geoff here. We're gonna teach you how to actually give you more shape on your ball. For those of you who don't know, shape means that you get a little more height, you get a little more spin, and it's coming with a little bit of an arc. Whereas if you hit a flat ball, it's gonna come straight over the net and come straight down, hopefully. All right, so Coach Geoff is gonna explain his bucket drill, okay? He told me that it's kind of an immediate reaction when he says what he's going to teach you right now. All right, take it away, Coach Geoff.
Yeah. So one of my favorite drills with the high schoolers is I just call it the bucket drill. I have 2 buckets, one on each side, and I ask my student to hit their rally ball, and we're actually trying to hit the ball into the bucket, not just at the bucket. Hitting the ball into the bucket requires the shape that Harry just mentioned. So that's getting up on the ball with some clearance and getting the ball to drop down into the bucket as opposed to hitting the ball flatter at the bucket. Both shots are necessary in tennis. You have to have the ability to kind of flatten your shots out. But the rally ball and the consistency ball, which we all should start with, is going to be higher with shape. You can always still get a little bit more spin, a little bit more racket speed. As you hit into the bucket, even with more speed, the ball is going to drop a little bit quicker. But again, the idea of hitting into the bucket, you'll keep the ball out of the net.
So most people, when they warm up, like high school level, they want to do that. They want to, kind of just hit it at it, blasting it, trying to knock the bucket down. Okay, so Coach Geoff, when he says, okay guys, stop trying to hit the bucket and get it in, mindset changes.
Totally.
So yeah, you got to go up and above the net and make it drop into the bucket. More balls in, right? Get you warmed up properly instead of blasting the balls off the bat. All right, so that was really fun. It kind of put my mind into a different perspective. It made me kind of, because the buckets were out there, it made me concentrate harder. Like I'm looking at the bucket, trying to drop it into the bucket, rather than trying to fire away without any type of focus.
Right. It's a target, so it gets the accuracy, but again, getting that shape and hitting into the bucket definitely gets all my students to shape the ball more, get a little bit more spin, a little more net clearance, and really learn to keep the ball out of the net, which is obviously the biggest key.
Right. So it's literally a drop in the bucket, okay? See if you can drop it in the bucket during a warm-up. So if you guys just need 2 buckets out there from your house, like the pickle buckets or paint buckets or whatever you have at home, just bring it out with you, put the balls in there, and then set it up just like how we did and see how many you can drop in.
Right.
It's a great little warm-up drill. Any other?
Well, you can do a drop hit, change, move the buckets around to different targets, because that's also timing to get your accuracy. But you can move it to different spots and really just do a drop hit and get your accuracy. Because hitting a tennis ball, if you have good preparation and footwork, should be as easy as if you dropped it in the slot right where you like it.
Right. So, real quick pro tip, guys. Don't look at the bucket until you hit it. Okay? So everybody wants the result before they actually strike the ball. So I don't want you to look at the bucket and do this.
Yes. Anytime the eyes move too soon, it is not going to go where you intended it to go.
Yeah. You gotta pretend like you know what you're doing, okay, and just go like this, like it's going in. Right. Look at the ground and tell it it's going in. Boom.
And listen for the sound. In. Listen for the sound of the ball hitting the bucket.
Yeah. Don't kick the bucket, okay? Don't kick the bucket. Drop it in the bucket. Don't kick the bucket.
There you go.
All right. Want to thank my man Coach Geoff for teaching us the way in dropping the ball in the bucket. Coach Geoff, where can we find you on Instagram?
My Instagram handle is GMTennis123.
Perfect. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.